Welcome to your weekday cup of the Word. We're in Romans chapter 3 and we're dealing with the subject of sin. Now Romans 3 is going to be broken into three basic topics. The first topic is to simply point out everybody's guilty of sin, and he's going to say that very thing partway through the chapter down about verse 19. Every mouth should be stopped because all are guilty before God. It's also going to address another question. If every human being is guilty, then why has God always been giving this special attention to Israel? If everybody's wicked, why has he picked this one group of people to give all this attention to all the way back from Abraham? He's going to answer it by saying the Jews are special for one reason. Their job was to have the law, to know the law, and preserve the law, to pave the way so that people would be ready for the Messiah. They had the truth of what to look for so that when Jesus came, they would be able to say, here's the Messiah. Now, not every Jew did that, but that was the purpose of it, and many Jews actually did. All of the apostles, after all, were Jews. The other thing he's going to deal with is, why did Jesus have to die? After all, God's God. Why didn't he just say, forget about the sins. I like you, forget about it, no big deal. Well, the reason he couldn't do that is because God is both a loving God and a fair God. It's not fair to make a rule and say this is the punishment for it and then just say, the punishment's only for some people and not others. Instead, what God said is, here's the punishment, but if you come to my son will pay for that punishment for you. So that God could be both just and the justifier is what Romans chapter 3 says. So God sent his son so that he could be both a loving God and a fair God at the same time. What a price to pay to be the perfect God. What an awesome God we have. That's Romans 3. That's your daily cup. And we'll see you next week.